And what's going on, YouTube? I am back with another video on none other than one of the rising pop stars now, from a little boy to up, Nick Jonas. Guys, you all know Nick Jonas. He's from the Jonas Brothers, his brothers, the all-boy band group in the early 2000s up to now. You've seen Nick grow up. He is the most popular Jonas, guys, who I've always been a big fan of. You know, the girls love him. You know, he supports the LGBT community, and he's well known, and he makes great music, and he's just by far one of my best pop rising male stars. Okay, you know, when you think of Nick Jonas, you say, who is Justin Bieber again? But anyway, no shade, no shade, but Nick Jonas is by far one of my favorite rising pop stars. Me and him are the same age. He's 23, I'm 23, so I kind of can relate to his situations. You know, this album, he said in interviews, is his most personal album. He talks about, he talks about a lot of things, you know, as far as relationship. I don't know if he was in a serious relationship. He said in most interviews, he was saying that it was hard for him to talk about some of these occurrences that have happened. You know, I believe he was a little younger, you know, when he was in his first real relationship. So he's reflecting on memories from a relationship that he was in. I don't know if he was madly in love with this girl or whoever this girl is. Okay, he was madly in love with her. And he talks a lot about heartbreak, about being back with her, about how he messed up. And, you know, now that he's more an adult, he can talk about these things more. The standard version has 12 songs, and the international deluxe edition has maybe like, I want to say like 16 or 15 songs, or maybe 17 songs. I don't know, because he did add Chains, Jealous, and Levels. I think Levels, Chains, Levels, Jealous, and Area Code, I believe. I think. But anyway, we're talking about this new original content, guys. This album gets a 10 out of 10. Let me tell y'all something. Nick Jonas, this is him at his best, okay? Even though I still love his last album, Nick Jonas, formerly known as Nick Jonas, but I've never really heard his first album before. You know, he was younger. You know, I wasn't really, but now that he's older, now that I'm an adult and he's an adult, you know, we're the same age, we were born the same year, I relate to his music. And this is one of the reasons why I've become such a big fan of Nick Jonas. You know, he's grown into adulthood, I've grown into adulthood. He a grown-ass man, I'm a grown-ass man. So what? Okay, he putting all his relationship, business, and drama out there on this album. Let me just tell y'all something. What I'm feeling about, number one, Voodoo kind of gives me this little Jamaican island feel. You know, it's got a nice little beat to it. He's basically saying that this girl's got voodoo on him. She makes him come back to her even when he's mad at her, or when they mad at each other. She's like voodoo to him. You know, it's like she's got a spirit or a curse or something on him. He's basically in a voodoo trance with this girl. But I love the song. The song is amazing. It's different. It had a nice little beat to it. I was feeling it. Champagne Problems. You know, they argue at each other. They hate each other. But when they drink champagne, they lose their memory. Okay. I love the song. I wish I would have gave a review when it first came out, but the song is amazing. Is a nice little beat to it. It's very pop-like. You would like it. It's different. You'll love it. Okay, Close, which is one of my favorites, featuring Tove Lo. Okay, I love the message. You know, he doesn't want to stay far away from this girl. He wants to be close. You know, Tove Lo had a nice verse to it. Her voice sounds amazing. He was just ripping it up with his notes and vocal cords. He slayed. Okay, he slayed with this. Okay, Chainsaw. Now, let me tell y'all something about this song. I love this song. It has a nice pop 80s type feel to it. It's different. I love it. It gets you out your seat kind of. It's just one of those songs that you can just be like, but it's got a deep message in there. You know, their love is cut like a chainsaw. I love it. I love the message. I love the message. Touch. Okay, he just wants to feel this girl's touch. Okay, now she got him feeling all types of crazy ways. Nick is in his feelings. You know, he really wants to be close to this girl, but she's kind of giving him the cold shoulder a little bit, and he just wants to feel her touch, basically, is what he is saying on the song. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is another one of my favorites of this album. Number 6 is by far the best song on this album. It is Bacon featuring Dolla Sign. Okay, when they are in the mood and they get into it the next morning, he wants to be laid up with bacon. Now, I'm loving this beat. I'm loving the way it starts. It has a very trance type sound to it. It's very futuristic sounding, and Ty Dolla Sign adds on his flavor to the song. It's different. I love it. You guys got to check it out. I was definitely feeling I love it. I'm like, yes. Good girls, okay? Good girls are always searching for the good guys, but the good girls can't handle the bad guys, okay? He's a bad guy looking for a good girl, okay, basically. Featuring Big Sean. Now, this is a nice song. I like the beat. It's different. It's just, he just spot on with this album, guys. Every song just kicks serious ass. He's doing an amazing job. But Good Girls is another one of my favorites. Big Sean really added in a nice verse. And Nick Jonas just really did his thing with this beat. It sounds very Big Sean, like, you know, it just sounds like a song Big Sean will be on. You listen to it, you be like, yep, that's Big Sean, all right. And I like it. I like it. It's great. It's different. You guys will like it. You just check it out. The Difference, okay, is a very kind of heart-touching type song. Basically saying he gonna love this girl like a grown-ass man, and he's gonna show her the difference between the finer things in life and being with him. You know, he's just kind of just going all out for this girl. It's this Romeo and Juliet 2016 version, basically, you know, of what he thinks, you know, he can show this girl, he can show her the difference between his life and being with her, and how she can change his life, and how they can be and value each other's life, basically, is what he is talking about. Then we got the next song, which is Don't Make Me Choose. He does a Don't Make Me Choose, kind of does this little high note thing with Don't Make Me Choose. He's just basically saying don't make him choose his life over her. Don't make him have to choose between her and him. You know, he's just basically saying he doesn't want to choose. He wants to be with her without choosing this situation or that situation. You know, he doesn't want to have to be in that situation where he has to choose love or his life, basically. Under You is basically saying he will travel always under her just to get, you know, get her in under his arms and in him, and you know, he's just basically going all, whoever he was in a relationship with, he is just, it's all about love, okay? You know, a recent relationship, past relationship, he's just not over this girl. You know, I wish I knew who the hell she was. I don't know if she's a celebrity. I don't know. You know, Nick Jonas is a little private, but you know, but Under You is a great song as well. Unhinged, you know, it's basically like a door that's not broke. You know, you could try to close the door, but it's unhinged. You know, he's just basically, it's kind of a deep song, and it kind of has a message, and he's very emotional. You know, he's just in love with this girl, okay? And the door that she closed is left unhinged. And then you got Comfortable, which is a very good song. He wants to feel comfortable around this girl. He wants them to live comfortable without complications. And, you know, he wants to win. You know, I don't know who he had someone in there talking kind of in between the middle of the song. You know, it sounded very familiar. I can't think of his name, but The song is nice. It has a very nice beat to it. It starts off kind of hardcore, then it goes to this little uh weird transition kind of, and then but it's a great song. Then you got, the bonus songs. If I can remember the names, I'm gonna give me one moment. And he got the bonus songs. Testify, it basically is just a nice, another little bonus song for the album. For the deluxe version, is a great song. I was listening to it. Had a nice beat to it. It was different. Uh, when we get home, we gonna get it on. Basically, is what he is saying. Great song. Okay, nice little beat. I was feeling it. I said, okay, he about their life on this album. He kind of doing it, and he doing it. He's just really, really trying something different with this album. And that's what they all say, which is a song I could definitely relate to. The stuff people say about you, they opinions about you should validate you. Everybody has so many things to say, but they don't know you as a person. And people try to, basically he's saying people are trying to validate his relationship and his life and how he's formed into a grown man and his adolescence coming up, and this is what they all say. But his inner thoughts and his inner emotions, he's true to himself, basically, is what I'm picking up with that song. And this whole album, this experience, this album cover, the glass shatter over the face, different. I did not see he has his documentary on, shit, he got a documentary on Tidal, and I have not seen it yet. I wish it would be free, where he could put it on YouTube, but no, you gotta have Tidal for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I love the album. The album is great. The music sounds great. Hopefully I get to see this documentary song. Hopefully we get to see these albums. Bacon is definitely one of my favorites on this album. That beat, the everything. He's just kind of talking shit a little bit, and he's just going off on this album. Great vocals, great music. It's more of a pop. It's basically like a pop R&B-ish type album, but when you listen to it, you are going to love it. Even though I'm gonna always love Nick Jonas, that's one of my favorite albums. I've been playing that album for 2 years non-stop. Okay, I've been stuck on that CD like crazy, but last year was complicated. Catchy title, amazing work, 100 out of 100. He gets the A++ for sounding great and just being talented, and standing away, stepping out of a childhood to adulthood. This is an adolescence, where he has transitioned from a boy to a man. And this is one thing I love about this album, because it's basically saying, last year I was this, but this year is something different. Last year I was going through adolescence. This year I'm stepping into a man. I'm a man. This girl, broke my heart. I'm putting all my shit out there. Hey, it is what it is. But check out the album. You guys are gonna love it. I'm gonna send a link in the description where you can buy it on iTunes. I'm gonna be playing this album non-stop.